Hello, in this video I shall be discussing 5 topics. The first topic is Monpa handmade paper. So Monpa is the name of a handmade paper. This is known to have been extincted for a long time, but now it again came into light thanks to Khadi and Village Industries Commission. So KVIC recently brought this Monpa handmade paper into light, which is having a huge historical heritage. Now we shall see about that. This is belonging to Heritage Art of India, and this is a very important handmade paper as this is of 1000 years old. This is found in Arunachal Pradesh recently, and this is brought into light recently, but it is existing since then. It is locally called in Arunachal Pradesh as Mon Shugu. So this is a very famous paper with the name Mon Shugu. And this will depict the culture of Tawang tribe. Tawang tribe is a tribe belonging to Arunachal Pradesh, and all their fundamentals of culture, traditions will be depicted in this particular handmade paper. And this is used for writing down Buddhist scriptures or Buddhist hymns. So in hymns in the monastery, they will be made or they will be written on this particular handmade paper. So this is very important in view of Buddhism also. And this is taken from the bark of a tree named Shugu Sheng. There is a tree in Arunachal Pradesh called Shugu Sheng, and from the bark of this tree, this paper is made. This tree is also known to have some medicinal values also. So this is a huge heritage aspect of India. This is brought into light recently by KVIC. So the next topic is green propulsion. So green propulsion is being planned by ISRO. ISRO is Indian Space Research Organization. So for the first time, this propulsion of green propulsion is being used in Gaganyaan. So we know Gaganyaan is the first human space flight mission from India. So that is scheduled to go. That is scheduled to be sent in December 2021, but it got delayed due to COVID-19 for one more year. So in Gaganyaan, ISRO is using this green propulsion, green propellants. That means the propellants will use green technology only inside them. This is environmentally friendly, and this is the first ever time that India is using this green propulsion in its missions. So India's first mission with green propulsion is Gaganyaan. So this is using green technologies totally in Gaganyaan along with human flight. The first thing, again one more first thing, is green propulsion. So Gaganyaan is important in this aspect also. The next topic is zero coupon bonds. So zero coupon bonds are issued by government in order to recapitalize Punjab and Sindh banks. So we know Punjab Bank and Sindh banks are under little pressure, or they are little down in the recent past. So in order to bring them up, in order to recapitalize these banks, the government is issuing zero coupon bonds to these banks. So these bonds are usually with a worth of 5,500 crore rupees. So they are having this huge worth, and they are non-interest bearing. So these banks they need not get interest out of, they need not pay interest to these 5,500 crore worth bonds. So in this way they will be able to attain money, or they will be able to give this to the depositors, and they will be able to get interest out of these bonds. So, and they don't need to have to pay any interest back to the government. So in this way they are going to get little profit and going to be recapitalized back. And these bonds are also not allowed for trading, and this is going to create a technique. The government is using a technique in this, that is, it is issuing for every 100 rupees it would create an impact of 200 rupees to the bank. So this is the technique that the government has adopted in order to recapitalize these two banks. And there are also debates over these zero coupon bonds. So the positive debate is it is a great innovation by the government, and the negative side of the debate is it is a financial illusion. It means it is not going to give out good fruits. So this is the negative debate, and this is the positive debate point. So we shall see how this zero coupon bonds finally works. The next topic is INS Sindhuvir. So INS Sindhuvir is the name of a submarine. This is an Indian submarine. This is built by Hindustan Shipyard Limited of Visakhapatnam. So in Vizag we have HSL. So this built this Indian submarine of INS Sindhuvir. So we shall see why this is in news, because This is gifted to Myanmar Navy by India. So India gave this ship away to Myanmar Navy, and after taking this ship, Myanmar Navy has named it as UMS Minye Thein Kathu. So it gave a new name to INS Sindhuvir after taking it over there. That is UMS Minye Thein Kathu. So this is also very important because this is the only submarine that the whole of Myanmar Navy has got. So that is only from India as a gift. This is weighing around 3000 tons, and this is using a very old kind of thing inside, that is Soviet era submarine. So this is culturally or heritage point of view also this is important. So why India has to gift to Myanmar is this is a part of Act East policy by India. We know India has got this particular policy to counter China's participation in certain regions. So that is Act East policy. So under this policy we gift our east side neighbors. So one such gift, as part of this gifting, we have gifted one Indian submarine to Myanmar, that is INS Sindhuvir. The last topic for today is Androt Island. So Androt Island belongs to this group of islands in Lakshadweep. So this is an Indian island. And why this is in news? Because recently a sailing expedition is conducted by the Offshore Sailing Club. So there is a club under South Naval Command, that is Offshore Sailing Club. This club has started this sailing expedition from Kochi to this particular island of Androt. This Androt Island is also called Androth Island, and this is inhabited and but a very small island. So this is also very close to Delhi. It is south to Delhi to around 2006 kilometers. And this vessel that particularly participated in sailing expedition from Kochi to Androt Island is Bulbul vessel. So the name of that vessel which conducted this expedition is Bulbul. So the distance that it traveled is 400 nautical miles. So the total distance from Kochi to this Lakshadweep Island, Androt Island, is 400 nautical miles that this Bulbul conducted the expedition. So South Naval Command is in Kochi and Offshore Sailing Club is in Kochi. So they were conducting these sailing expeditions in offshore waters. So one expedition is from Kochi to Androt Island, and Androt Island is in Lakshadweep Islands. So these are all the 5 topics for today, and thank you.